Tonight on Q2, a missing person who says she was never missing.
Billings police launch a search for an elderly woman they believe was taken from a care facility.
Now my life is on hold and I can't go back home to work until I can get some family time with my mom.
But we found her and she tells us this was no kidnapping.
Plus, heartbreak and mystery.
The only thing that I want is answers. I just want to know what's going on.
A show horse turns up dead. Now its owner is demanding answers.
And goodbye to Graph.
It's the people, it's the teachers and the community that the teachers build within the space that creates those types of memories.
It's the end of an era as Laurel enjoys the final school day at the 74-year-old building.
The MTN 5:30 news starts right now.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 5:30 news.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Andrea Lutz.
And I'm Russ. Riesinger. A citywide kidnapping alert from Billings police had many on edge, asking for help finding a woman they believed was taken from a local senior living facility.
But tonight, that woman and her daughter are speaking out all the way from South Dakota, saying she wasn't kidnapped at all, and in fact, she left on her own. 76-year-old Donna Prescott says she left Aspen Meadows, where she's been a patient for 3 years, because her daughter wasn't allowed to visit for months.
For weeks, Q2 has been having numerous conversations with Donna's daughter, Lorraine, who is now at the center of the investigation. Police say she's a suspect in the alleged kidnapping, but Lorraine claims she's been fighting for the right to see her mother since being blocked on Easter.
I made it into my mom's room and a nurse was helping, making sure she was all ready for church, and she was dressed and looked about ready. And then next thing I know, the nurse is gone and the cops are in the hall and I'm being escorted out.
As questions continue to swirl around what really happened inside that senior living facility, we're now hearing from both Donna Prescott and her daughter.
They tell MTN's Matt Carmack that they weren't running from the law. They were running out of options, and they say this entire ordeal is not a crime. It's about a family fighting to be together.
I just safe and loved and cared for.
Okay. That was from a FaceTime call this morning with Donna Prescott, about 24 hours after Billings police reported her missing from Aspen Meadows Health and Rehabilitation.
Would you say that you came to South Dakota on your own free will?
Yes.
Donna claims she wasn't kidnapped at all. Instead, Donna says she chose to go with her daughter, Tama Lorraine Donnelly, and her son, Kid Donnelly, on her own free will. But that situation was a long time coming.
Now my life is on hold and I can't go back home to work until I can get some family time with my mom.
That interview clip was filmed the week after Easter. On Easter Sunday, Lorraine claims she went to visit her mother before getting kicked out of the senior living facility and banned for a year.
Legally, I understand they can't restrict visitors, and that's 100% what's happening right now.
Lorraine says the nursing home restricted her from visiting, claiming she was abusive to her mom. MTN has been unable to confirm those allegations with Aspen Meadows. Since then, Lorraine says she's only been able to visit her mother once, carefully supervised by staff.
MTN has reached out to Aspen Meadows numerous times for either an in-person interview or a comment, by phone, by email, and here in person. All of those requests were either denied or left unanswered.
Billings police say Kid and Tama Lorraine are non-guardian family members, meaning they didn't have the right to take Donna out of the facility. On June 1st, Lorraine had medical power of attorney over her mother switched over. We spoke with BPD earlier, who confirmed if this documentation was provided, it may change the outcome of the investigation, and Lorraine would likely not be facing kidnapping charges. But for now, Donna remains missing and kidnapped, according to police.
The Billings Police Department, Donna, are saying that Lorraine and Kit have kidnapped you. Is that true?
No way.
A messy situation still unfolding with many questions left to be answered. In Billings, Matt Carmack, MTN News.
Tonight, another person is facing homicide charges in the murder of a disabled man in Billings who was tied up in a mobile home and set on fire. That second suspect in the case is a 14-year-old boy who's being charged as an adult. New court documents say the boy is also charged with deliberate homicide. Detectives say he knew about the attack on 62-year-old Michael Houston prior to his death. The other suspect, Justin Hosey, already pled not guilty in court. Prosecutors say Houston was tied to a wheelchair and doused in gasoline before being set on fire. Court records say the 14-year-old kicked Houston in the head twice, while Hosey wrapped him in tape, accusing him of being a pedophile. Both then stole items before the home erupted in flames.
A man suspected of setting fire to his mother's Southside home says he's not guilty of arson charges in the case. 27-year-old Reese Gray was arrested on Saturday night, and witnesses told police they saw him fleeing an apartment owned by his mom. The fire broke out Saturday night on 4th Avenue South. 3 people were injured in the fire and a cat died. Prosecutors say Gray had singed hair and was high on drugs, at first admitting he did it and then denying that he did.
Tonight, heartbreak and unanswered questions for the owner of a show horse found dead just days after it was reported missing. We first brought you Jessica Murren's story yesterday when she believed her 5-year-old mare Zap had been stolen. But after that story aired, Zap was found dead, and now Murren is desperate for answers. Our Hannah Pettiferi has been following the story and has the latest developments.
Livestock and horses have been a part of my life since I can remember.
And for Jessica Murren, they are more than just animals.
They're not just livestock, they're your family.
Jessica, now heartbroken after finding out her mare horse Zap, while in the care of a local trainer, has been found dead.
They did find her deceased.
Now she wants to know what happened.
I just want answers, and I'm willing to go as far as I have to get those answers.
While Jessica waits for answers, she's dealing with the pain of losing her horse.
I'm not saying that anything was done maliciously. I'm just wanting to know what was going on. I want to know what happened to her in her final moments, and I just want to see if there's anyone out there that can tell me.
MTN News reached out to the trainer for comment, but we didn't get an answer. However, a woman who posted that she is the trainer's mom made this comment on our Facebook page, saying, "It was very unfortunate. We Montanans know animals get into predicaments all the time, and if you want to go and judge, well, so be it. We know the truth, and my son did what was right, thought she was stolen, but she was in a place you wouldn't have thought." MTN did also reach out to her for comment. She declined to comment.
The only thing that I want is answers. I just want to know what's going on.
Jessica is now hoping a necropsy on Zap will give her the answers she is searching for.
I just want clarity.
In Billings, Hannah Pettiferi, MTN News.
I thought we'd take a little visit out to Zoo, Montana and check out the bears on the bear cam. Remember, you can always find it at ktvq.com. Go to the community section, then you'll find zoo cams, and you can go check out Willie and George. They're out enjoying the sunshine this afternoon. Well, okay, I think that's George. I think that's Willie. I'm not quite sure. But they were out having a good time in the sunshine for this afternoon, just doing what bears do on a nice spring day. Little wrestling match going on there. Let's take a look now at the Stockman Bank weather cam. Looking out across the area, we still have a few of the clouds around. Temperatures today started off 8 degrees cooler than average and ended up 8 degrees cooler than average for the afternoon at 65. The winds were light. We didn't pick up any precipitation. Notice sunset now happening at 8:59 in the evening. We have some warming temperatures building over the next few days. We'll take a look at the extended outlook and let you know about that chance of showers in a few minutes from now.
This final day of the school year will mark the end of an era in Laurel schools as the Fred Graff building will close its doors for the final time. The building served the district for more than 7 decades. While many are sad to see it go, our Charlie Kleps shares why it was time to say goodbye.
The list keeps getting longer and longer.
Though it might look and sound like your typical school day,
Yeah, they just went down to get his stuff, and this apparently is his.
a closer look at the decorations on the old walls here at Fred Graff School, and it's clear something isn't the same.
The building is old and is falling apart.
After 74 years in service, this building will be retired from the Laurel School District.
That's the library. All of that is our library.
Which is why this is the current setting of the gym, as teachers have gathered supplies with the clock ticking on the school year and this old building.
The memories are always still going to be here, but the building definitely is on its last legs.
Some of those memories can be seen on these walls in the gym, where past and current students signed their names and left messages appreciating their time walking the halls.
It is emotional a little bit, you know, because people's lives were tied to this space.
So it was a special place to be, plus incredible people to work with.
Emotions that are understandable. Lorraine McGee began working at the school in 1986. She took a break for a few years to raise her family, but this year is her 23rd total.
It also is special to me because it's where I started. It's where all three of my daughters went to school.
McGee says those memories are why she feels a special bond to this building.
You just really get to know your buildings, and I was pretty sad, but we're all excited now because it's going to happen and it needs to happen.
Through sadness, there is confidence, knowing it takes more than 4 walls to make a classroom.
It's the people, it's the teachers and the community that the teachers build within the space that creates those types of memories.
And as you can see behind me, that new facility is nearing completion, ready to create a safer learning environment for students. In Laurel, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.